In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 benefits of running. So, before starting the video, please like this video, to subscribe and turn on the notification to our channel for future updates. 10. Running adds years to your life and life to your years. Numerous studies have demonstrated that running extends one's lifespan. Because of this, it has been said many times that if exercise were a drug, it would be the most popular pill in the world. It's also worth noting that it would be the least priced option, with little to no outlay. According to a 2018 meta-analysis of research on running and lifespan, runners have a 25 to 30% lower rate of all-cause mortality on follow-up than non-runners over the course of a year or longer. It came to the conclusion that any quantity of exercise, even once a week, is preferable than no running. Another study focused on runners found that they live an average of 3 years longer than non-runners. Why? Increased cardiovascular fitness, improved body composition, reduced fat, lower cholesterol, good glucose and insulin control, stronger bones, improved hormone regulation, and enhanced neurological functioning are just a few of the biochemical pathways to consider. Few of us, on the other hand, are simply interested in living longer lives. Rather, we aim to live a long, productive, healthy, and active life with many accomplishments. That's when jogging and being physically fit come into their own. Seniors account for a large proportion of the public health budget because they suffer from late-life ailments, and much research is devoted to determining what can be done to keep them healthy. This is a race that is nearly always won via physical activity. 9. Running helps you sleep better. We have substantial evidence that exercise does, in fact, help you fall asleep more quickly and enhances the quality of your sleep, say specialists from Johns Hopkins. According to a paper published in the American Journal of Lifestyle Exercise, the relationship between exercise and sleep is reciprocal. In general, the more you exercise, the more you require good sleep. Furthermore, the poorer your sleep habits are, the less likely it is that you will engage in regular physical activity. Runners were once cautioned that a late-night workout would interfere with their ability to sleep the next night. A 2018 meta-analysis of 23 papers on the subject, on the other hand, came to the opposite conclusion. Aside from a strenuous interval workout performed within an hour of the night, which you should avoid, another evening exercise actually enhanced the ease with which people fell asleep and the quality of their sleep. 8. Running can improve your knees and back. Many people find this running benefit hard to believe. Running is an impact activity, thus it must be terrible for the joints. We all know runners who had knee trouble and had to convert to biking. True, but sedentary, out-of-shape individuals have worse knee and back problems than most runners. Seeking proof? Fair enough. Research comparing 675 marathon runners to non-active controls found that our cohort's arthritis rate was below the general US population. Even ultra-runners seemed to be alright. They discovered that the great running burden seemed not to have a significant detrimental effect on the femoropatellar joint tissues on runners who had just completed a multi-day, 2,700-mile trek across Europe. The health of bone marrow and articular cartilage in the knees of beginner runners improved for at least 6 months after the marathon, according to a study of 44 first-time marathon runners, 17 men and 27 women. Lower back, 2. To compare disc spacing between veteran runners and non-runners, researchers looked at long-term running in middle-aged males and intervertebral disc health. The conclusion: middle-aged long-term endurance runners have a less age-related reduction in lumbar IVDs. The longer someone ran, the better their disc spacing looked. For weekly distance, it was better to run. 7. Running helps you lose weight, and keep it off. Running burns more calories than most other hobbies since it requires you to continuously move your entire body weight. And you don't have to run very fast to get the most out of your workout. Running slowly provides almost as much benefit as running quickly, but it takes twice as long. It's not tough to lose weight, it's keeping the weight off that's really difficult to do. It has been demonstrated in trial after study that people can lose considerable amounts of weight for approximately 6 months. Unfortunately, the weight begins to creep back on after that. After another 6 to 18 months, most of it, if not all, has returned, with some cases returning even more. Yo-yo dieting is something that everyone has heard of. This is an example of it. In terms of beating the odds, there is just one group that has been proven successful: persons who commit to a steady, long-term physical activity plan. One organization, the National Weight Control Registry, has maintained track of all of these people who have lost weight successfully. An extensive group of persons who have dropped an average of 66 pounds and maintained their weight loss for 5.5 years is being followed by the NWCR. 90% of them exercise on a daily basis for an average of 1 hour. 98% of those polled have altered their eating habits in some way. 6. Running improves your immunity. David Neiman, an exercise scientist and 58-time marathoner, has spent the last 40 years researching the relationship between physical activity and immunity. He's discovered primarily positive news, with a few cautionary notes thrown in for good measure. He's also looking into the effects of nutrition on the immune condition of runners. His succinct summary is as follows: small amounts of exercise can help to boost immunity, while ultra-endurance attempts can have the opposite effect, at least until you have fully recovered, and dark red, blue, and blackberries can aid to keep your body robust and healthy. Jogging is beneficial not only to one's physical but also to one's mental health. Jogging makes you stronger and helps you to cope with depression and stress better. It alleviates weariness, increases the generation of white blood cells in the body, and strengthens the immune system. As you can see, jogging has a variety of applications. It has also been shown to extend one's life expectancy. 5. Running provides motivational targets for your exercise. When people start exercising, they typically have good but ambiguous goals in mind, such as losing weight or getting fitter, which are ineffective motivators if they don't see immediate benefits. Instead, they should focus on specific, measurable results. With running, on the other hand, you can forget about those and instead establish specific goals, such as running 5K without stopping or registering for and preparing for a half or full marathon. For those who are more experienced runners, you can focus on increasing your personal best timings. The process of achieving those particular goals will lead to the discovery that things like weight loss will come naturally. 4. Running reduces risk of many cancers. An extraordinary study, published in the Journal of the American Medical Association in 2016, looked at the exercise habits and cancer incidence of 1.44 million adults from the United States and Europe and published a surprising original investigation. The scientists came to the conclusion that people who engage in high-intensity exercises, such as runners, have a decreased chance of acquiring 26 distinct types of cancer than people who engage in low or no-intensity exercise. The benefits could not be linked to either not smoking or having a low body weight, which are both proven cancer-preventive factors. There was something unique about exercise that reduced the likelihood of developing cancer. A large number of other studies have discovered outcomes that are comparable to ours. Furthermore, if you do sadly develop cancer, running can be really beneficial. In that situation, regular exercise helps to reduce the negative effects of severe therapies while also assisting you physically and emotionally to cope with them. It also has the additional benefit of decreasing cancer-related mortality as well as the probability of developing another type of cancer. 3. Running improves mental health and reduces depression. Many people who participate in running do so to enhance their physical fitness. After a short period of time, these new runners frequently offer a different response to the question, "Why do you run?" "I do it because it helps me feel better," the respondent stated. They're talking about things like emotions, mood, mental energy, having fewer blue days, and other things along those lines. There is an overwhelming amount of evidence to support this claim. Among other good effects, a 2016 meta-analysis of exercise and depression came to the following conclusions. Among others, several studies have found that exercise is an effective treatment for depression, that exercise is as beneficial as psychotherapy and prescription medications, and that exercise may serve as an alternative to expensive and frequently difficult to obtain and schedule medical treatments. 2. Running improves glucose regulation. Higher than normal blood glucose levels, which frequently result in diabetes, are a significant side consequence of the obesity-overweight epidemic sweeping the Western world. They also have the potential to decrease healthy lifespans and overburden the public health infrastructure, so many individuals, very high cost. Running and other forms of strenuous exercise can make a significant difference in this bleak outlook. According to the American Diabetes Association, exercise can 1. Prevent or lessen type 2 diabetes, which is often caused by a bad lifestyle, and 2. Benefit those who have type 1 diabetes, which is typically caused by a hereditary condition, largely caused by genetics. It can also help patients who have prediabetes from acquiring full-blown type 2 diabetes in the future. 1. Running lowers your blood pressure. In 2016, The Global Burden of Disease Index published the results of their inquiry into a mind-boggling 388 different health risks, as well as the impact that each of them has on our overall well-being. High blood pressure was determined to be the most significant risk factor by a significant margin. It is even more prevalent than cigarette smoking. Running and other moderate exercise have been shown to be an effective, non-drug related method of lowering blood pressure. So, that's it for today's video. What are your thoughts on our video? Please let us know in comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification to our channel before you go. Thank you so much for watching.